So, as you were talking about the power of the tools that are developing, where you don't even need to be a coder to develop an app, my brain went to, oh my gosh, you just eliminated 4 or 5 jobs. What's going to happen to all those coders?
Sure.
And I think that's just this broader question about advanced technology and how it, has this potential downside to eliminate jobs. What's your reaction to that?
Yeah, it's a great question, and honestly, it's a big concern. It's something that we thought about really heavily at Crescendo because a lot of the initial pushback we got was from private instructors and band directors saying, hey, is this replacing me? And originally, our truthful response was, oh, shoot, I don't know. I don't want to do that, but I want to help musicians. What we ended up finding was that there are definitely certain limitations with AI still. For example, stuff that's on the emotional spectrum is really tough. And unsupervised learning is still this big kind of gray area that has not been fully democratized for everyone to be able to use clearly. So what we ran into with Crescendo that we finally converged onto was that we started focusing more on the kind of boring itty-gritty stuff like were you playing the right note at a right time, where our technology can do that, and then letting the instructor focus more on the emotion and expressional side of music that is harder for our software to do. Like if you're playing with a happy tone or a dark tone or a mysterious tone, that's really hard for us to determine because we'd have to have samples and everyone would have to agree what a dark tone sounds like. So I do think I do think it will lead to kind of the removal of some current jobs, but I think it will enable people in those roles to move into more creative roles that might be less tedious. So to be honest, that's a difficult part to predict, but I will say that I do think it's still a long time before AI is going to be writing code on its own and taking over jobs. There's just so much changing in the landscape of technology in terms of programming languages. I mean, even the language React is updated every couple months. There's no way an AI would be able to keep up with that right now. So I do think we'll see a shift. I don't know that it'll necessarily remove people from jobs permanently, but I think we'll see a shift into more creative content, emotional intelligence that plays a higher role in jobs than simply creating code that is outputting a certain expression.